Okay, now let us talk about tattoos because we need to connect some dots and we need to ask some critical questions, right? Now, I have two artists that I've been paying keen attention to, and I'm talking about the Jamaican dancehall artist Jada Kingdom and also the American artist Doja Cat, right? To me, it seems as if the more popular they become, the more tattoos they put on their bodies. Now, people need to understand where tattoos come from and who really is behind this thing. Or should I say, what really the spirit that is behind it. Now, a lot of people say they are young, it's just art, nothing to see here, it's a celebration of life. I do understand all of that. But from time to time, I do go behind the curtains. I do go into other dimensions. I don't have any control over it. When I go, how long I stay, or what I see, I don't have any control over it. But in one of my journey, right, I'm just going to talk about one because I've had many encounters with demonic entities that are covered in tattoos. Many. Now, what I notice with these demonic entities, they're usually very pale, right? Some looks to be like a mix. Some are quite pale and they're covered in tattoo. I've never seen a dark skin entity with their bodies covered in tattoos. I've never seen that one. No, on this particular time when I was in a particular dimension, it seems as if they were in some sort of a demonic lounge or bar setting and they were all drinking alcohol and watching dances on stage. And I was there with this angel that carried the sword, just watching and listening to what's going on. And this particular female demon was on stage and she was dancing. She had a snake tattoo from her buttocks to her shoulders and butterflies, and she looked mixed race, like Hispanic like, and she was dancing and enjoying themselves. And the music that she was dancing to is the music from this artist known as HER, and the title of the song is Damage. Now that song is a Janet Jackson remix, Making Love in the Rain. Now that song is a bona fide love song. A lot of people just love it, and I remember hearing someone says that they don't listen to certain music because it is influenced by people taking drugs and therefore they don't listen to it. But I want somebody to tell me what could influence the writers for this song, because this is a love song. And I heard this song playing in this demonic dimension where these demons were drinking and just enjoying themselves, right? And it wasn't the demon, the female demon on stage dancing that had tattoos. Others there had tattoos. Some was in the corner having sex, their bodies covered in tattoo. I mean, it was a sight to behold. And they were listening to this song. Now, if I should compile a list of music that I've heard in these other dimensions, people would be very surprised because some of it is some of the world's best known love songs. Believe that, right? So if you think that a lot of songs that are coming from these dimension and a lot of artists singing them thinking it's original, it's influenced by drugs and alcohol, no. The devil was once an angel of light. He knows love. He knows love songs, right? And just as these demonic entities have a playlist, so does the Most High. And I can tell you a song that plays around him quite a lot, to my surprise. Garnet Silk. Garnet Silk. Yeah. And another artist that I've heard before is no surprise here, Bob Marley. Yeah, yep. Take it and do whatever you want to do with it. The Rastaman music, yep. Very, very much surprised to that one. That the Most High would be into that part of reggae music. No wonder they are trying to scar reggae music so bad and control it, because it is a music that is very dear to the Most High. Right? Now, as I said before, I noticed these artists, the more popular they become, the more their bodies start to cover in tattoos. It's not just art, right? Tattoos is something that I notice quite a lot of demonic entities wear, right? I've met so much of them, from the lower levels to the upper levels, their personality, how they behave, all of that, right? So I can spot it real quick in real life. And tattoos is not of the Most High. It's coming from the pits of hell, right? There's different types of demonic entities, different types. You have some that looks like the Greys, you have some that look just like us, right? You have another set that I see with this terracotta color, right? I've made quite a lot of description of these entities that I've met before, right? Some come quite clean cut in suits, expensive suits, right? And I believe the ones that I see in the expensive suits, those are the fallen angels themselves, right? Very powerful ones. And a lot of these lower demonic entities, they wear tattoos on their bodies, a lot of it. And if you're out there and you're planning on getting tattoos, it's not innocent, it's not art, stay away from it, please. If you already have it, repent over it. If you have the coins to try to remove it, then try to remove it. It is not of the Most High, and it is coming out of the pits of hell. You got to understand that a lot of things that we do in this reality, demonic entities have done it before us. That's where it's coming from, right? There is nothing new under the sun, right? And before you co-sign to anything, always ask questions before you co-sign. Everything looks fun, everything looks perfectly normal until the truth comes out. Whatever you choose to do with this video, it's totally up to you, but understand what time it is and understand what is about to happen. We wrestle not with flesh and blood, wickedness in high places, nothing new under the sun. We need to pray and say, glory be to the Most High.